Welcome to What Yacht To Do, Stardate Trip 137 here as we go from Aquavino Restaurant, where we had a great meal last night in Utica, about mile marker 100, westbound over to Sylvan Beach. And today we have 3 locks to go through, and they all have ropes, and that's all they have, ropes, no pipes or cables. And lock 20 is going to take us up 16 feet, and that's the highest we're going to go on this portion of Erie Canal, because lock 21 and 22 are going to take us down 25 feet each. Okay, and they also have the ropes on them as well. What we had originally wanted to do was to stop in Rome and explore the city of Rome, New York, but there's really no suitable place to tie up. There is a free dock there, but the information that I got from it was very questionable. It would be nice if we could stop at Rome. There's a revolutionary fort there that is, I guess they keep it intact, or as much as they can, is in period, to explore Fort Stanwix, which I'm told is pretty interesting to do. We'll also be passing by a couple places, particularly on the lock walls and we'll try to show you those places where you could tie up for free along the Erie Canal. But our intention is to go to Sylvan Beach, where there is a wall. There's a number of walls there, a 500 foot, a 700 foot, and pretty close to the downtown from what I have gathered there. So last time we bypassed that, and we want to see that this time. Unfortunately, there's no power there, and tonight it's going to be about about 36 degrees. And so what I was looking for was, well, maybe one of the marinas we would go to, and we would have electricity, so we don't have to run the generator to stay warm. The air conditioner units on the Here's to Us, there's 5 of them, 2 upstairs, 3 downstairs, and so we'll run one of those tonight. But it does require a lot of power, so it will be running the generator probably off and on as we stay warm down in the cabin down there. Marinas that were there, I called, and 2 of them on the south bank seemed pretty shallow to get into. One of the things that I do on this trip is, I pick up these little maps, and this little map here I picked up in Waterford, and I just kind of drew lines as to the mile markers, and you can kind of see here was Waterford. And I like this map because it shows the little towns that we went through, and here we are in Utica. There's Rome, we're going to bypass that, and then there's Sylvan Beach and Lake Oneida, and it shows our track. So you have kind of a big picture as how you're progressing and things that you might want to see. As a captain, you're largely concerned with, operation of the boat, but also this is a pleasure cruise, so you really want to see, hey, this would be interesting to see. And so plan your trip accordingly. But I like this little map because it also showed me on here where the locks were and where the locks changed, where they went from up to down along the route. The other thing that I picked up was a little bit more detailed about the sections on there, and I made my notes on there as well, so that I kind of stay oriented and planning as we go along. And one of the things that you also probably need to be concerned about is, as you study your route, is what's along the way in case I have an issue. I need to be towed someplace. Where's the nearest marina that could, help you out? Those types of things as you do your planning for the loop. So we will try to point out some of the places along the way today on this section of the Erie Canal, 28 miles, and hopefully today will go a little bit better than it did yesterday with the locks. We'll try to hit them and give them a heads up that we're coming so that maybe they can get them turned around. So Rev, I think it's about time, unless you have any questions, for us to start the engines, disconnect the power, and get the lines off and cast off. What do you think?
I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go? Me too. All right. We'll see you on the water.